Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Madison Brown clashes with Kody over loyalty, lies and family betrayal. Madison Brown, daughter of Kody Brown and his late third wife, Christine Brown, finds herself in a heated confrontation with her father over issues of loyalty, deception, and deep-seated betrayal. The once tight-knit plural family, made famous by the reality TV show Sister Wives, has been unraveling for years, with tensions reaching a boiling point as personal grievances and fractured relationships come to light. Madison, who has largely stayed out of the family drama in recent years, has now stepped forward to voice her frustrations, accusing Kody of prioritizing his ego over his children and allowing lies to erode the foundation of their family. The clash between father and daughter has exposed long-simmering resentments, revealing just how far the family has strayed from the unity they once preached, and raising questions about whether reconciliation is even possible at this point. At the heart of Madison's grievances is the perception that Kody has abandoned his role as a father in favor of control and self-preservation. Over the past few seasons of Sister Wives, viewers have watched as Kody's relationships with his children, particularly those from his marriages to Christine, Janelle, and Mary, have deteriorated amid his increasingly divisive behavior. His unwavering loyalty to his fourth wife, Robin, has alienated many of his other children, who feel sidelined and emotionally neglected. Madison, who has always been close to her mother Christine, has watched as her father's favoritism and dismissive attitude pushed her mother to finally leave the marriage in 2021. Now, Madison is speaking out, accusing Kody of rewriting history to paint himself as the victim while refusing to take accountability for the pain he has caused. One of the most contentious points in their argument revolves around Kody's shifting narratives regarding family loyalty. Madison has called out her father for his hypocrisy, pointing out that while he demands absolute allegiance from his children, he has failed to extend the same loyalty in return. She highlights the stark contrast between Kody's treatment of Robin's children, who remain closely aligned with him, and his strained relationships with his other kids, many of whom have distanced themselves from him entirely. The breaking point for Madison appears to be Kody's public and private accusations that his children have turned against him without cause. In her eyes, this narrative is not only false but a deliberate attempt to manipulate the family's public image, painting himself as the wronged patriarch rather than acknowledging his role in the estrangement. Another major source of tension is the issue of betrayal, not just between Kody and his children, but within the larger family structure. Madison has expressed deep hurt over Kody's handling of Christine's departure, particularly his dismissive and at times cruel remarks about her decision to leave. She believes that instead of fostering understanding and healing, Kody has fueled division, turning siblings against one another and creating an environment of distrust. The erosion of trust has been a recurring theme in the Brown family's struggles, with many of the children feeling that their father's word can no longer be relied upon. For Madison, who grew up in a family that once prided itself on unity and mutual support, watching her father prioritize control over compassion has been a painful betrayal. The fallout from these conflicts has been far-reaching, affecting not just Madison but the entire Brown family. Siblings have been forced to take sides, with some aligning with Kody and others standing firmly with Christine and Janelle, who has also distanced herself from Kody in recent years. The family's once strong bond has been replaced by fractures that may never fully heal. Madison's decision to speak out publicly suggests that she has reached a point where silence is no longer an option. She is determined to hold her father accountable, even if it means further straining their relationship. Perhaps the most heartbreaking aspect of this feud is the realization that the family's core values, love, loyalty, and togetherness, have been overshadowed by ego and resentment. Madison's confrontation with Kody is not just about personal grievances, it's a reflection of a much larger breakdown in the family's foundational principles. The Browns once presented themselves as a model of successful polygamy, but in recent years, their story has become one of discord and disillusionment. Madison's willingness to challenge her father signals a shift in the family's power dynamics, with the younger generation no longer willing to accept mistreatment in the name of familial duty. As the drama continues to unfold, fans of Sister Wives are left wondering whether there is any hope for reconciliation between Kody and his children. Can Kody acknowledge his mistakes and make amends, or has the damage gone too deep? For Madison, the answer may depend on whether her father is willing to engage in honest self-reflection, something that has been sorely lacking in recent years. Until then, the wounds of betrayal and broken trust remain open, a painful reminder of what the Brown family has lost. In the end, Madison's clash with Kody is more than just another reality TV feud. It's a poignant example of how fragile family bonds can be when loyalty is one-sided and truth is sacrificed for self-preservation. The Brown story serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of neglect, favoritism, and unchecked ego. Whether they can rebuild from the wreckage remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the road to healing will require far more than empty apologies. It will demand genuine change, and for Kody, that may be the hardest challenge of all. Kody Brown has reached a boiling point, exposing deep fractures within the already fractured Brown family. Known for their polygamist lifestyle showcased on Sister Wives, the Browns have long navigated public scrutiny, but the latest feud between Madison and Kody reveals a heartbreaking breakdown of trust, loyalty, and familial bonds. At the heart of the conflict lies accusations of betrayal, dishonesty, and a fundamental disagreement over what it means to prioritize family, especially as Kody's relationships with his other children continue to deteriorate in the wake of his splits from Mary, Janelle, and Christine. Madison, one of Janelle and Kody's daughters, has never shied away from speaking her mind, but her recent clashes with her father suggest an irreparable rift fueled by years of emotional neglect, broken promises, and Kody's shifting allegiances within the family structure. The drama escalated when Madison publicly called out Kody for his lack of loyalty, not just to her and her siblings, but to the very principles of plural marriage he once championed. Fans of Sister Wives have watched Kody's transformation from a seemingly devoted patriarch to a man consumed by conflict, particularly with his older children who have grown increasingly disillusioned with his leadership. Madison, who has built a life outside the family's strict dynamic with her husband, Caleb Brush, and their children, has been vocal about her disappointment in Kody's inability to put his children first. Sources close to the family reveal that Madison feels Kody has repeatedly chosen favoritism, particularly toward Robyn Brown and her children, over maintaining equal, loving relationships with all his kids. This perceived betrayal has left Madison and several of her siblings feeling abandoned, with some even questioning whether Kody values control over genuine connection. One of the most damaging accusations Madison has leveled against Kody is the claim that he has lied, both to his family and to the public, about his intentions and actions. She argues that while Kody preaches unity, his behavior has sown division, leaving siblings estranged and wives feeling discarded. The final straw, according to insiders, was Kody's dismissive attitude toward Janelle during their separation, which Madison interpreted as a blatant disregard for her mother's years of sacrifice. Janelle, long considered the most level-headed of the wives, has also expressed frustration with Kody's unwillingness to take accountability, and Madison has taken it upon herself to defend her mother publicly. This has only intensified the feud, with Kody reportedly feeling attacked and doubling down on his stance that his children should respect his authority without question. The fallout has been devastating for the family, with some siblings siding with Madison while others remain loyal to Kody, further splintering relationships. The public nature of their disputes has only added fuel to the fire, as social media becomes a battleground for airing grievances. Followers of the show have been divided. Some applaud Madison for standing up to Kody's perceived hypocrisy, while others believe she should handle family matters privately. Yet, Madison's refusal to stay silent speaks to a larger issue within the Brown family: the consequences of a patriarch who refuses to adapt or acknowledge his flaws. Her defiance is not just about personal grievances but about demanding accountability from a father who once promised unwavering love and support to all his children, only to withdraw it when they challenged him. As the conflict rages on, the question remains: is there any hope for reconciliation, or has the damage gone too deep? For Madison, the answer may hinge on whether Kody is willing to admit his mistakes and make amends, something he has shown little willingness to do. Until then, the Brown family's legacy will be one of division rather than unity, with loyalty, lies, and betrayal defining their story far more than the harmony they once claimed to uphold.